Let's take a look at what is happening in Rajasthan and also how are doctors being impacted. The fact that they're reaching the Supreme Court now, and this is days after the death of a Rajasthan doctor by suicide. Now, the Indian Medical Association has moved the top court seeking guidelines for protection of doctors against attacks by patients' relatives. The Doctors Association has sought a CBI probe into the 42-year-old gynecologist's death, who killed herself after she was booked in a murder case post the death of a patient.
Now, the petitioner has cited that violence against doctors is common across India, but there are no policies on prevention of such incidents. Now, earlier we spoke to former president of IMA who explained the rationale of the petition.
What we are really looking forward is the Supreme Court has already pronounced its judgment in 2005, which is requesting the government to formulate rules and regulation to safeguard and the medical profession and to come out with a protocol, how to arrest a doctor, how to book a case on the doctor. But so much time is delayed. Last November, the NMC has formulated the guidelines and set by the government of India. But still it is not happening, and many places the doctors are getting assault of drastic measures, so that the IMA has decided to seek the intervention of the Supreme Court so that they will be able to make a final full stop. Whenever such unfortunate incidents are happening, the police will have the proper guidelines for them to how to go ahead. Because this is quite unfortunate. 302 cannot be booked on a doctor, but in spite of that, the Superintendent of Police has done that. So we are seeking the guidance from the Supreme Court.
My colleague Harish now joins us on the phone line for more on this. Harish, we just heard Dr. Jayalal just take us through what exactly is this plea seeking. This plea is now before the top court of the country, and only a few days back we've seen what ensued in Rajasthan with a doctor, a gynecologist, really dying by suicide because she could not handle the kind of murder charges and also the protests against the doctor and her hospital after she lost a patient.
Yes, that's right. This comes days after the doctor in Rajasthan committed suicide following harassment by family members of patients. Following this, IMA has sought comprehensive guidelines for protection of doctors, and they have moved Supreme Court. The PIL has sought a direction to the center and other authorities concerned for evolving a mechanism to compensate the families and dependents of doctors who lose their lives while doing public service, that is the line of duty. IMA has significantly said the PIL was necessitated on account of continuous assaults and harassment of doctors on pretext of medical negligence across the country on a regular basis. In Rajasthan, Dr. Archana Sharma was forced to commit suicide, as you rightly said, on March 29. The Petitioner Association has told Supreme Court that, emphasizing that it has been continuously requesting the authorities concerned to ensure protection of doctors. The PIL also demanded a probe by CBI into the circumstances that led to the unfortunate death of a young doctor by committing suicide under mysterious conditions. The IMA has also sought comprehensive guidelines for the establishment of digitally equipped medico-legal cells in all police stations across the country to handle cases of medical negligence. So this is a very significant move coming in from the IMA days after the doctor in Rajasthan committed suicide following harassment. The IMA has sought comprehensive guidelines for protection of doctors across the country.
Right, Harish, thank you so much for joining us with all those details.